presenter Juan David Santos, and along my partner Juan Pablo Merchan, we are going to take you through the latest development in the case of China and new global political economy. So first, let's start by understanding how China has become this huge and important nation state, how China has been growing. Here are the reporters Hassan and Laura to take us through the China economic growth.
Hello, welcome to this news. Today I'm going to talk how China grew economically so fast. China is a millenarian state that had large tradition of absolutism, so people had accepted to be oppressed due to a communist party. This party used this position of power to maintain a total situation of dependency and exploitation of its population, which often must work in conditions close to slavery. On the other hand, the party has allowed the emergence of multiple companies to take advantage of conditions and exploitation of the people, and to pay taxes to the state that over time has allowed it to become one of the greatest economic powers in combination from money and the companies in all parts of the world that put production in their territory and conditions of explosion of the labor force. In this way, Chinese state wins both sides from the companies and from its own population, allowing it to consolidate and reach an enormous power that is putting the current international order at risk.
Thank you very much, Hassan. Now I am going to give you more concrete data on the economic growth that China has had. Since 1980, China has been the country with the highest economic growth in the world, with an annual increase of 10%. With some 1.37 billion inhabitants, China has been transformed and is capable of being at the forefront in key sectors such as finance or technology, ceasing to be dependent on agriculture. Over the years, China maintains a large-scale production line. Its global trade capabilities, coupled with its recent interest in investing abroad. Finally, the United States and China are the largest economies in the world. The US has the highest GDP per capita, and China has the highest GDP in terms of purchasing power parity. They have been important pillars of the global economy.
Thanks, Laura. Thanks, Hassan. It's very clear now how China has really grown and become a more important and a more influential nation in the global political economy. So now, to really understand the consequence of this, we have brought Valentina and Sofia to be specialists. So please, Valentina, go ahead.
Thanks to Juan Pablo and Juan David for the invite. As the world has seen, this rise of China that has taken place for the past years have conducted to an evident competition between the US and China for the leadership in the world economy. This rivalry between the two powers has encouraged both the massive development of both economies and the groundbreaking innovation in technology, as we have seen with the 5G. However, it has also caused a trade limitation between the countries as the Trump administration imposed tariffs on some imported goods that were mainly produced in China. Besides, the surprising rise of the People's Republic has created uncertainty among the countries due to the changes that it causes in the global market functioning. For more details about the consequences of the rise of the East Asian country, I leave you with Sofia, another expert in the topic. Thank you.
Thank you, Valentina. The other consequences that we must mention is that the Chinese currency, the yuan, became to be an international reserve currency in 2016, and the other one is the slowly growth of the GDP in China in the coming years. According to the International Monetary Forum, it is estimated that it will fall at 5.5% in the year 2024. This is because the Chinese government thinks that adopting this new economy model is based less on fixed investment and exports and more in private consumption, services and innovation, which leads an economic growth, improvement and modernization of manufacturing. However, this raises a concern as China is suspected that will dominate the global market. According to this, in 2017, Trump affirmed that these innovations will affect the interests of the United States. As a result, both nations imposed between them large import tariffs, which generate a commercial conflict and a decrease in the bilateral exchanges.
Thank you so much, Sofia and Valentina, for joining us today, for explaining this to us. Now we have a very good perspective of the consequences China can create in the new global political economy. Thanks for watching News to Number Group. I'm your host, Juan David Santos, and I'm going to leave you with my partner, Juan Pablo Merchan, to conclude. Good night.
Thanks, Juan David. Now, here's the question: why does our students may study this topic? And how is a fundamental for this field? Well, the international relations are based in how the countries acting as individual sovereign nations can affect the globalized world. That's why studying this case of how China has risen in the recent years, occupying an important role in the global economy, is fundamental for comprehend global order and strategic relations between nations. Just for ending with this mission, I want to thank all members of this team who make possible the news. It was great working with all of them. Everyone have contributed with fundamental information. See you in the next broadcast.